students, welcome to our social class today. We have been studying the first lesson, maps, reading maps, and we studied about the symbols and other aspects of maps, the uses of maps, etc., etc. Mainly we make maps to study about different parts of the earth. To study about different parts of the earth and to record them, we use maps. Maps help us to understand about a place, its geographical features, land type, climate, the agriculture of that place, the natural resources of that place. To study, to know about a particular place, maps are very helpful to us. And maps are mainly two types, political maps and physical maps. Political maps and physical maps are the main two types of maps, and we studied the physical map of India in the last page. The political map contains the states and capitals, important cities, trade centers, etc., etc. Today we are going to understand more about physical maps. What are physical maps? Physical maps are the maps which shows us the geographical features. Geographical features means we can say the earth has plains, plateaus and mountains. Plains, plateaus and mountains. These are the main land shapes we have on the earth. The main land shapes on the earth we have plains, plateaus and mountains. To show the plains, plateaus and mountains, we use physical maps. To study about such things also we use physical maps. If you read a physical map, we can understand which area is having a plateau, which area is having a mountain, which area is having a plain, like that. Because these things are shown in a physical map. So what is a physical map? How does a physical map look like? Here I will show you a physical map. Now you saw the physical map of India, and you compare this with the political map you learned in the last page here. The political map just contains the state boundaries, the names of the capital cities, and if you look for more, the most important cities and other places may be noted in a political map. But here in the physical map, what do you observe? The physical map is colorful. Different colors are used there. What are the main colors used there? The main colors used there are green, yellow and brown. Green, yellow and brown are the main colors used in the physical maps. Usually green color is used for showing plains. Why is plain shown with the green color? Because in the plains the main activity is agriculture. The plains have agricultural fields. Agricultural fields are green in color. Also pastures, grass and other plants grow in the plains more than in other regions. So plains are green. Our next color is yellow. Yellow color is mainly used for showing plateau region. Plateau region is a little high land or it has a flat surface at the top. And the brown color is used for showing mountains. So these are the color codes mainly used in the physical maps: green, yellow and brown. And look here in your textbook. Here you can see the picture of a village. So here is the picture you have in your textbook. And in the picture you see this area, this blue color area is sea level. Seas are there. And a line, a blue line you see, which is coming from the top regions, the mountainous parts. This is a river. This is a river. Then this color used, this color is used for the riverbed and plain region with usually sandy plain region can be mentioned here with this color. And this green color is used for showing plains. And here is the picture of village, Nimpur village. And at the top, here is a temple also. A temple is there. Several hills you can see around. Is this a map? No, this is not a map. Because we cannot see the other side of these hills. A map is a drawing which shows everything on a place. But in this picture we cannot see the other side of the hills, other side of the mountains. So we cannot call it a map. This is a picture of a place. Picture of the Nimpur village. How can we make the map of this village? That is what we are going to study now. Here you see another picture of the same village. Another picture of the same village. Here the height is shown. The height is shown. How is the height shown? You can see the bottom of this hill, up to a height of 50 meters are shown here, up to a height of 50 meters. Nimpur village is located at the height of 50 meters. So the Nimpur village is at a height of 50 meters. At 50 meters height, the Nimpur village is located. And at what height is the temple? The temple is located at the 100 meters height. 100 meters. And the top of the hill is at the height of 150 meters. The top of the hill, 150 meters. Means up to here, 50 meters. Up to here, 100 meters. Up to here, 150 meters. From where? From the sea level. The height of a place is usually measured from sea level. There is a reason for that. The seas in the world are connected to each other. The seas of the world are connected to one another. As a result, the water level on the surface of the earth is said to be same level. That means a place in America, a place in India, a place in Africa. When we begin to measure the height of these places, we take the measurement from the sea level. Because sea level is the same, the water level is same all over the world, because all oceans are connected together. And here also one doubt may be there. Because sea water is rising and falling. Because of this nature of sea, the scientists used a method called, they measured up to what height the water can rise, up to what depth the water can withdraw, and by taking the measurement of this rising and falling, they took an average. And from that average only they begin to calculate. This average level is called mean sea level. Mean sea level, MSL short form. So the heights of places are measured from mean sea level. Mean sea level means what? The average level by calculating the rising and falling of the sea water during tides and all, and this level is calculated all over the world to be the same, and from this level only the height of a place is generally calculated. Now, you found in the picture like this we could understand the height very well. But here also the problem is the other side of the hill we cannot see. The map is a flat surface on which we have to see all sides. But if we make the picture like this, picture of a hill like this, we cannot show all the places around this hill. So your technique is used by the scientists to show this height. How is it? That's what we are going to see now. Here is a diagram shown. And in the diagram you can see some circles. These circles show a particular height which is equal around the hill. And like that several circles are there. And each circle denotes a particular height. And if we make the picture of the map of this hill showing the height, it will look like this. Now look at this picture here. In this picture, there is a hill and these are different levels of height. The height is measured up to here, and from there up to here, from there up to here, then up to the top. Now, according to the height level, we will draw some lines on a flat map. We know that these lines goes around the hill. So on a flat map, when we draw this mountain, this hill, we will make this line first. It is a round line. So this is mentioned here. So this line shows the height from the sea level, first level. Then we draw this level. That is inside it. This is keeping this distance. To show this distance, we give some space there and we draw next circle. So this went round to the hill. And to show next height, keeping this distance, here we give some space and make a round like this. Then after, to show this height, means that we are showing the top, how leaving the space, we make it round like this. And in a physical map, these layers will be colored with the green, yellow or brown. That is how we show the heights So these lines we drew to show the heights are called contour lines. Contour lines. We drew a circle, and the circle, wherever the lines move, all that area has same height. Same height. In the case of Nimbur village, the first line shows 50 meters height. That means wherever the line circles, in that area it is 50 meters height. And the second line shows around a height of 100 meters. From all sides, that line shows 100 meters. And at the top it will be 150 meters. So these lines are called contour lines. Contour lines are the lines which show same heights on a place. Contour lines are the lines which show same height on a surface. That's it. Now, what are the use of these maps showing heights? Is there any use of these maps? Why should we make maps like these? Are they useful in our daily life? Yes. These kinds of maps are very helpful to us to understand the terrain, the nature of the terrain, where the mountains are and where the plains are, the valleys are, where it is possible to do agriculture, like that, to understand different things. These maps are very helpful to us. We can make use of these maps in our daily life very much. So it is very important to know how to read physical maps. Okay. We Indians, especially the people of Andhra Pradesh, are on the side of which sea? We have Bay of Bengal on our right side. Bay of Bengal. And we are on the coastal lines. And from Bay of Bengal, if you travel towards west, we can see an escarpment. Escarpment is a line of mountains. A line of mountains which is extending from the north to the south. These escarpments are actually called the Eastern Ghats. The Eastern Ghats, which forms the boundary line for the coastal plain and the Deccan Plateau. And some big rivers are flowing in this region. We know the rivers, River Krishna and River Godavari are flowing through this coastal plain. Actually, they cut across the Deccan Plateau and enters the coastal plain and flows into the Bay of Bengal. These two big rivers are flowing here. So like this, we come to know about the rivers also. So on a physical map, we get information about the landforms. Which are the main landforms? Plains, plateaus and mountains. And we also get information about the height of a place. How is the heights mentioned? Heights mentioned in the maps using color code: green, plateau and brown. And also in some maps, especially made for showing height, contour lines are used. Contour lines are the lines which show the places on equal heights. And then we also found the coastal plain. On the eastern side, Andhra Pradesh have the coastal, plain. Coastal plain means the shore, the seashore area of the Bay of Bengal, and we are on the coastal plain. Two large rivers are flowing through this coastal plain. They are Krishna and Godavari. They cut across the Deccan Plateau, and in the east of this coastal plain there is an escarpment called Eastern Ghats, which forms the boundary line for the Deccan Plateau and the coastal plain. About mean sea level I already said, and here now certain questions are there. These question answers you must study from the study material. I will give you some other questions also, short answer questions to write and send it to me as homework. I will send you the questions also, and you must write the answers and send it to me. So if you have any doubts, you can ask me on WhatsApp. All of you must do homework. Okay? Wish you all the best.